So you learned front end, then back end, then DevOps, then Docker, and now your boss wants you to do UX, write tests, handle authentication, and fix the printer. Congratulations, you're a full stack developer. Also, you're pretty miserable. Real quick, if you're
I'm not sure about the miserable part. I feel like we have the best life because imagine being a back-end engineer that just like stares at code, but you never really see the output or you never see the working application, or being a front-end engineer, you're just building things with mock data, but you're not actually seeing everything connected up. So, I don't know. I feel like being a full stack engineer is the best life.
yes, full stack developer, the Swiss Army knife of tech, the holy grail of job listing, the dream, right? You're versatile, you're adaptable, you're exploited. Let's break this down. Once upon a time, we had specialists. Back-end engineers wrote server code, front-end devs made buttons do things, designers designed, and sysadmins
Do
kept
full stack engineers design? I can design as a full stack engineer, but in jobs, are they still required to design? Surely not. I know at Google it wasn't like that.
the whole thing from catching fire. Then came Agile, then came startups, then came this magical buzzword, full stack. And suddenly, one person was expected to do it all. Build the UI, write the API, deploy to cloud, secure the app, maintain the database, and along
Full stack engineers don't secure the app. They build in they build unsecure apps. Just throwing it out there.
the way, make sure you document everything, all in one role, all for one salary. And here's the kicker. The salary, it's usually just slightly over front devs, but expected to double the workload and triple the
Yeah,
burnout.
exactly. This is not
Because you're a
good.
full stack engineer.
You're told to know the stack. Cool. So you learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Vue, maybe Angular if you're unlucky, Node.js or Django, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, Redis, Docker, CI/CD, AWS, maybe a little GraphQL, some OAuth.
Okay, in this, let's see. I know React. Next.js is not here. JavaScript, obviously. I use MongoDB. Don't kill me. I just feel like MongoDB is really good when you are a solo developer trying to build very quickly, so you don't have to run migration scripts every 10 seconds. I also use AWS. I would die before I use Angular, although I did learn how to build front-end applications with Angular, but never again. Redis sometimes, but usually if I'm using Redis, I feel like I'm building something a bit too complicated for a solo developer. And I usually use Next.auth for my auth library.
Sockets, and of course, TypeScript.
Yeah, of
Always
course.
TypeScript. Before you realize it, you're coding everything except sleep. Oh, and guess what? Your job listing? Entry level full stack. But requirements? Must have 5 years experience in 10 tools invented last year. Here's the problem. Full stack is rarely full mastery. You're spread across so many layers that you're not excellent at any of them. You're just duct taping together MVPs fast enough to look competent. Like an Olympic swimmer who can kinda skate and juggle at the same time. It's not your fault. The system wants you this way. Why hire 3 devs when they can squeeze it out of one? Why pay 150K for a back-end engineer and another 120K for front-end when they can just pay 90K to own the stack?
Get both.
Ownership is just tech speak for overwork with no direction.
Okay, let's think about this. If it is true that when you are a full stack engineer, you're basically never going to be as good as in back end as a back end engineer, or never as good in front end as a front end engineer. But I feel like that's still very useful. So, for example, I ran my own startup. We went through YC, we raised a bunch of money and hired a bunch of people. And I would always choose to hire a full stack engineer, especially at the start, because we needed people to basically be able to do everything. So in that position, we found them more valuable. So I can see what this is saying, because I guess we were a startup, so we didn't pay as much money as the, FANG or all the big companies. But I feel like is money the most important thing? Because, at the end of the day, I value having fun and being free. That's why I'm not working as a full-time software engineer right now, and I'm an indie developer. And I feel like being a full stack engineer is 100% the most fun career path that you can go. So I guess, yeah, if you care about money, then maybe specialize in some obscure backend that no one really knows how to do so you can demand some crazy pay. But if freedom is what you're after and just like happiness and fun, then I feel like full stack engineer is the way to go, even if you're being scammed.
You'd think being full stack means higher pay. But here's what usually happens.
No, it's not,
Your
yeah.
back end friends make 140K. Your front end friends make 125K. You make 95K and do both their jobs. Why? Because the job title says flexible. Because your boss thinks you love wearing many hats. Because somewhere, someone read a LinkedIn post that said, a true engineer should be product minded, full stack, and self managing. Meanwhile, you're shipping features, fixing the pipeline, squashing bugs, designing models, and holding on to sanity with Git hooks and caffeine.
Maybe full stack engineers, we need to have a strike. Just choose a date and we all go on strike and just see how the world survives without us, and it would demand a pay increase.
Want to stay relevant as full stack? Cool. Here's your daily diet. New frameworks every 6 months. New build tools every 3 months. Random AWS service nobody uses. That one DevOps ticket that you didn't sign up for. Half the full stack content out there is surface level. They teach you to build, but not to understand. You're copying boilerplate, not learning architecture. You're juggling chaos and praying it compiles. Look, being a full stack isn't the problem. The scam is pretending that it's just another job title. It's not. It's 3 rows in a trench coat, underpaid and over-expectant. It's a system designed to stretch you thin while calling it growth. If you love wearing every hat in the tech closet, power to you. But don't let
I do.
employers convince you that full stack should mean full responsibility without full compensation. Pick what you enjoy, learn it deeply, be good at solving real problems, not checking buzzword boxes.
Okay, interesting video. My conclusion is I think full stack a full stack engineer or career as a full stack engineer is a scam if you're doing it for the money, or if you're doing it because you think it's going to give you a good career, because I don't think it will. I think it's better to focus. But if you're doing it for fun, you like building things alone, then I think that's the best way to go, because you're either working in a company or you work by yourself and you build what you want. Imagine being a backend engineer and then you want to build an application, but you don't know how to do it because you don't know how to use React or Next.js or something else. So yeah, I think I'm still going to be sticking with full stack engineering for now.